KL Wambacher, he's like, this is going to be a special team. I'm like, this guy's crazy. It's only the second game of the season. He's already done, and this is going to be a special team. But boy, was he right.
Welcome to the hoppiest place on earth, Ron Tonkin Field.
For me personally, I think one of my favorite groups that we've had, just as a collective whole, would be the 2018 team. That team just had a lot of fun. Shawn Roof was the manager.
Oh, I was fired up when I found out I was coming back. I mean, what better place to go back for your second year than Hillsboro? So I was just really excited to kind of take some of the lessons that I learned the year before and take it on that year and just help the players get better.
One of my favorite parts of what we do is the relationships that we build with our coaching staff. In 2018, we had a great staff.
He kept the group focused, he kept them on track, but he also allowed them to have a lot of fun, and we had a lot of personality on this team.
What's up? Mom, I love you.
Keyshawn Lynch, Andy Yerzy, Ryan January, Francis Martinez, Trey Holmes.
Jake McCarthy was the Diamondbacks' top pick that season.
It's gone! Jake McCarthy with his first professional home run.
And we had some guys in the bullpen who were just lights out. You know, Chester Pimentel, Trevor McKenna, Josh Green was on that team as well.
And the pitch, fastball, he got it.
Having guys like Jackson Goddard, Ryan Weiss, and others who I grew very close with and competed with and played with for the next several years, and I'm still friends with to this day. I mean, good friends and good teammates only make you better.
You know, the Bring the E mantra started in Everett. I think it was the second game of the season. I don't know why it happened, but I think Ryan January wrote Bring the E and put it up on the door, and we kind of was like Notre Dame when you walk out there and you smack, you know. I think we went out and scored 12 runs that first inning. I know KL Wambacher, he said after I think it was the second or third game, he's like, this is going to be a special team. I'm like, this guy's crazy. It's only the second game of the season, and he's already done, and this is going to be a special team. But boy, was he right. You know, we walked in between the white lines. We felt like we couldn't be beat.
Big Francis Martinez all the way over the net, onto the road, and out into the dog park. That is the first time I ever remember anyone hitting one over the net and right. And the first pitch to Perez, grounded towards second, past the diving second baseman, bomber to second field. Boise scores 2 in the 10th, the Hops counter with 3. And on the first pitch, Jorge Perez delivers heroics yet again in the late innings. 1-2 pitch, swung on, hammered to deep right field, way back, over the head of the right fielder, it is gone! A 3-run game-ending jack for Will Gorman.
We knew we were going to win. We didn't know how we were going to win, whether it was going to be pitching.
The full count, here's the pitch, fastball inside, got him swinging. And he does, swing and a miss. Breaking ball, swung on and missed.
Defense.
Rolls over toward the stands, reaches, he falls into the seats. Long run for Dan Swain, into a slide to make the catch. Holmes on the run, dives in, snares it. Diving in there and making the catch is Jake McCarthy. Leaping grab by Lynch at second base. Caught by a leaping Keyshawn Lynch. Right at Lynch, makes a leaping grab. And he swings and it's a shot. Caught by a leaping Keyshawn Lynch. How many times has he done that this year?
Base running.
Runners go, the pitch low, the throw to third is into left field. Perez gets up, hustles home to score. Holmes goes over to third base. It is 8-5 Hillsboro. Keating to Dobson. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It was in the dirt, and the catcher has to throw him out at first. He does. Here comes Holmes. Throw back to Siegel. Not in time. Holmes coming home on the throw to first.
We just put pressure on guys all the time, and you can see the other team wilt.
Besides the championship-winning 2018 Boston Red Sox, we had the highest winning percentage in all of professional baseball that year. So quite a tremendous accomplishment that year. We didn't lose much.
Everything's better when you win.
The pitch to Ryan Tufts. He swings. It's a fly ball toward left. That's going to get the job done. And the Hops walk it off with a win again. Ryan Tufts is the hero.
So you go out there and feel like you're going to kick everyone's butt every day. Makes it for a very enjoyable season.
The vibes are better. The clubhouse is better. Usually people are in better moods because if you're winning, that usually means that everyone's playing well.
Right-hander ready and delivers. Swung on, ground ball past Inoa, and the Hops have won it. It is a 2-run single for Andy Yerzy.
We're all working for the same goal in order to help each other playing well really does help. It pushes you to be better, it pushes everybody else to be better, and it pushes the team to be better and see some solid results like we did in 2018.
To go through a season where we're having success with a coaching staff that you're friends with, it's just a lot of fun.
The team won the first half of the season to clinch a playoff spot. That happened to be in Vancouver, BC.
And it's over. The Hops have clinched the South Division first half title and have ensured a 5th consecutive trip to the Northwest League postseason.
Well, that was my first experience of winning and clinching a playoffs in pretty much my career.
Our front office made the trip up and we're able to be there for them to clinch, to be able to celebrate at a stadium like that, and then to be able to have a night out in Vancouver, BC was just a ton of fun and something I'll never forget.
We celebrated well. We celebrated appropriately.
But the first half is all over. The second half starts tonight.
What I remember most about 2018, it was when our rivalry with Eugene was kind of coming to a head.
Sports rivalries are very interesting because a lot of times they're born out of one team constantly beating the other team, or they're born out of proximity, they're born out of, a star player was traded, whatever. It could be for any number of reasons.
I feel like every year in certain leagues, there's just one team that plays you tougher than other teams, and that's usually Eugene for the Hops.
For whatever reason, we always seem to have tough matchups with Eugene. We would split all the time.
On our way to our championships in 14-15, I think we thumped on them a little bit.
We lost games 2 and 3 to them in 2016. We got swept in 2017. We got swept in 2018. 6 straight losses to Eugene in the playoffs. And in those 6 games, we're 6 for 57 with runners in scoring position. That's hard to do.
I hated them so much, so much, which is funny because Alan Benavides, their GM, is the best dude, but I hated everything about Eugene.
What's funny about it is that for the players, oftentimes they don't know, they don't care. They're here for this season, and hopefully they're not here. They want to be promoted, right? So for them, building a rivalry against a minor league team seems kind of silly. For us as a front office, yeah, we live and breathe it all the time. That's who I would say our natural rival is, right?
Got into the playoffs, and it was this is the year. This is the year that we're gonna get Eugene off our backs and put them back in their place. There was some legitimate animosity, I would say. Probably mostly for me.
The deciding game was in Hillsboro.
I never had the opportunity to pitch in the playoffs at Oregon, and that was just a huge goal of mine going into college. So being able to get that start in a game that we had to win, it was one of the best opportunities that I can remember in my baseball career.
Delivers fastball, he got it.
Playoff score, really close game, 2 really close games.
And the Eugene front office, those rascals,
they brought their big Sluggo inflatable.
Have him posted up beyond the left field wall.
This huge green apparition that was just hideous, and all of a sudden you realize, yes, that is Sluggo.
Something so stupid could make me so mad.
I'm on the radio swearing, just so mad.
We had just been losing to them repeatedly. For them to come to our place and put that up was it felt so bad. It just hurt, right?
Or I don't care if we have to cancel the game, cut the power, get that thing down.
I was definitely surprised.
Eventually I stepped back and I was I'm too emotional right now. I need to just calm down.
And so our operations team decided, well, we've got a big inflatable Barley. At that point, it almost was more of a spectacle out there than maybe what was happening on the field, because I don't even know if we were in that game, to be honest. I don't remember, to be honest.
Unfortunately, we couldn't finish it out. But that's baseball. That's baseball.
That year they deflated our championship hopes as well as deflating the mascot.
And he's got it. And Eugene has done it. They stun the Hops again. Hillsboro leaves runners at second and third base. They lose consecutive games, 3-2, to a team that was 20 games worse than them in the regular season.
I'm not really sure why the 2018 team didn't win the title. That to me feels like one of the most talented groups that we've ever had.
We felt like we had a team that was capable of winning that and winning it with ease, we thought at the time. We knew we were the best team in the league, and unfortunately we came up short.
That's what makes sports great. Really, any given day you can lose, and any given day you can blow a team out, and that's just the way it is.
We know that Eugene is a good ball club, and at that level, you know, anybody can beat anybody on any day. You really have to play well. You really have to play well every game and bring it, especially in the playoffs.
Their Bad News M's team, the team that got in by virtue of the second best record in the division in the second half, they go on to win the championship on, of all things, a series-ending balk. It was so fitting, and it still hurts that we didn't win it that year.
And that's why a lot of being in the playoffs is just getting in and then seeing what you can do, because if you get hot at the right time, you get hot at the right time.
A couple of more hits, just a couple of more here and there, and I'm convinced the Hops have more championships.
Yeah, it sucks, obviously, when you have the best team and you lose, but that's what sports is.
You know, I think that's probably one of my biggest regrets as a manager, as a coach, is that team not winning. That team deserved a championship run. That team deserved a championship. They deserved a ring, and that would have been a great way to culminate that season.
But in 2018, it sucked because they got us again, and it still bothers me. It still bothers me. But we had some of like the best dudes.
That doesn't take away all like the great memories and goods and bads we have from that season, and memories that, you know, I'll have for the rest of my life.
We just had like a fun group of guys that really like legitimately enjoyed being around one another, and they won a lot of games and they had a lot of fun doing it.
We were so excited to see guys like Jake McCarthy now and Geraldo Perdomo and all the guys that got a chance to play in the big leagues from that team and still going today.
And it's gone. Geraldo Perdomo, his sixth. Herrera down the line. That's going to get to the corner.
Here comes McCarthy. He makes the catch.
Ooh, there goes McCarthy. Not in time. Another steal.
Welcome back, Jake.
Going to Oregon and going back and playing at PK and being close to my home in Olympia, so my parents can watch me play. It was just the stars aligned for that season for me, and it was just I couldn't ask for anything better.